Alright. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. Hi, kitty. Once I can see, I'm gonna sure my chat loads. And we're gonna do the Winter Palace quest. Hi, kitty. I'm making this easy, Mrs. Cat. Hey, Mrs. Cat.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn. It is no simple matter of etiquette. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon. Everything will be fine. And rest a watch over us all.
Hi, little cat. I hate doing this shit. I don't care about the appeal.
Gaspar never struck me as
I can't really go
purpose
wander
making
around
gains
right now.
military advantage with the Inquisition.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi.
Can't stay
Chaplain
here.
and leash of the Wayward Order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
Remember to smile. This is all for show, my dear.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena,
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed, hero of Orlais, right hand of the Divine. Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of the Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine. Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallward Pavus of Azariel. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Honleith, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight
Cousin, my dear sister,
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces
He's the
our
bad guy.
court.
don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauties. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, how are Mama and Papa?
It's true.
Are they in good health?
Templars have
Do they
returned
want for
to
anything?
Papa's perfectly happy in the studio.
Where'd Liliana go?
What are they doing in the western approach?
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without work?
I don't like that Grand Duke. Nobody should own as many hunting dogs. Laurent was the love
And
of my
here we
life.
are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
Killed in a war with Ferelden.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend is by giving each of these selves its own separate. Keep an eye out for Celine's pet
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
Did you
I
just
had hoped to tour
grab
the
my
whirlwind
bottom?
gardens again.
Have you heard from Camille?
Not since his regiment joined the fighting.
It's Liliana.
It's been too long since I've had any word
Are you
from
happy to
Valois.
see me at all, Josie? It may not have been wise to attend this particular engagement.
Get
today.
these pastries
I didn't
out
want
to
to
the
come.
diplomats.
Mother Nature.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
I heard Celine was
Gaspard
having
was
the
doing
entire
us
wing
all.
The sooner we
redecorated.
track down this...
But the timing is atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now?
I still remember her.
I was hoping to catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Sweet.
This
ball is a waste of time. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out. This is hardly the time. Nothing yet.
The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais. He would see...
I kind of trust her opinion more.
Waste of time.
How's Dorian hanging out?
When my third husband, Pierre, lost his life to Rosalia, another time...
Can I get... Look at Lady... And those buckles. Toss her into the lake. These are all useful questions. If you find more...
Maximilian swept me off my feet. It was such a scandal.
Vivian's like, where the fuck's
I don't
Dorian?
like that Grand Duke. Nobody should own as many hunting dogs as he does.
Is that him?
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste? I've an idea, Josephine. You should invite all the family to Skywood for the summer.
What is Lady Pentecost wearing? We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Any word from our contact?
I heard the Inquisition was here.
Gaspard is wasted.
Interesting. Boring.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
You don't want to be here, stranger. He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours. He went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night. I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
I am always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
That's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our best hope for peace in these difficult times.
She looks forward to cementing a formal alliance.
As soon as Gaspard...
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
Other than an overabundance of lavender perfume? No, nothing extraordinary.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
I appreciate that you are willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you.
Does anyone have a report on the casualties in the deaths?
Interesting.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not...
That's with this.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Better not be this stupid something. No.
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late now.
I don't think anything that's really good at our level.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Lords now.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
Third bell. Crap. Now I'm just plain late.
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith.
Hello, Flemeth.
Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand
Anybody that
of
wants to
the
knock on her
blessed
looks,
Andraste
like,
herself.
it's been people have been
What
knocking on
could
us since
bring
the first one.
such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court,
Plus, like,
I wonder?
the way she looks in
Do
Vailgar,
even you know?
she looks more like Flemeth. I doubt she looks more like Ithal.
You may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I didn't realize I was watched so closely.
All eyes are upon you, Inquisitor. Indeed, you distract from more important matters.
Such as?
Such as the unwelcome guest I recently found and killed within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
We need more servers in the ballroom. Where is everybody?
My dear Maximilian, it took 4 chevaliers to hunt down the bear that killed him.
So many crimes of fashion. For some of us, it has become so familiar that I always...
Oh, sweet Gérard. My 5th husband fell to his death from the bell tower.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
Inquisitor.
The game, of course.
Their Imperial
Celine
Majesty
has
is
something up her
unfortunately
sleeve.
Doesn't look like negotiations are
I
going
don't think
well.
the talks are going well.
The Empress will get us through this.
Sorry. Everyone in Antiva City is saying so. Is it true?
That's quite enough.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Where are Alban and Colette?
Who cares?
Was that really the Herald of Andraste?
Ah, there's the Dowager. Don't make eye contact.
Are we ready to move out?
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
You support the Civil War?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
Stay alert.
How are the talks proceeding?
They remind me of the assembly of forces. It can't be that bad.
Waste of time. This could be worth checking out.
Who do we want to become Empress or Emperor?
Someone.
Oh my god. What was I using? Shit back on.
Will be held accountable for this.
Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader. The Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized. I need to get back before I missed.
We should search the area.
To arms!
We haven't been properly introduced, have we? So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work. Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
More politics and double-dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
There is so much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
I just went in a circle. Fuck.
Interesting.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I'm starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Inquisitor Trevelyan. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. You are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know about our little war?
My advisors keep me informed.
One would hope the Inquisition's leaders had a proper understanding of politics.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
No one.
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Morrigan helped me get into the servants' quarters, where I found a group of Venatori and Gaspard's dagger.
The man would truly do anything to become Emperor.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
I like where this is going.
I don't. If Corypheus succeeds...
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celine in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the royal wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Interesting. I should look around.
No, it's not here. I need to pick fuck.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
He should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
be ready for your signal. Provided this spicy punch isn't... If there aren't a
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valoyo.
How are the talks proceeding?
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody. Anybody?
Oh, thank you. No one's supposed to be here. Briala... Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
She probably did send you to your death.
If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Most Orlesians would say that's Celine's scandal, not Briala's.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
I'm thinking trap. Yes, definitely.
You painted Orlesian assholes! When I get out of this, I'll butcher you like the pigs you are!
You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my baits.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight. and I would hate to disappoint him.
At this point, I'd think disappointment was an old friend.
Poor dear, you can't begin to imagine what Calpurnia and I have in store. And now I suppose you never will. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him, and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
To arms, Venatori! And were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
I don't know if I'm more shocked that Gaspard hired Ferelden mercenaries, or that you actually took the job.
You and me both. I've had enough of Orlesians to last a lifetime.
Impressively ruthless of Gaspard, if predictable.
You saved my life. I owe you. And Gaspard still hasn't paid me. You want me to talk to the Empress, or the court, or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
true, the
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address...
I should thank you. You played your part marvelously. Both Celine and Gaspard destroyed in a single blow. The Council of Heralds will devour each other, and while they do, Prometheus will come. The demons of Adamant were not his only army. The Empire will fall, and Thedas with it.
Not on my watch.
That is precisely why I led you. Your death will be the crowning jewel of my victory tonight. So good of you to attend my soirée.
I think that's canon. I can't remember. God, I hated this costume.
Wasting your time trying to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it. You're a traitor by association.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
You're done meddling, Briala. Gaspard will be the Emperor.
You think you can keep him in power? Really? Will you sit by his throne and hold his hand to fend off the accusations of the court?
I found a servant who can attest that you and the Empress were intimate at the time she purged Halam-Shiral's alienage.
If that were to get out, I don't see your allies standing with you for long.
I see.
You've been outmaneuvered, Ambassador. It's over.
So it seems.
The game is over, Rabbit. You played well, but you lost. Your death today will bring years of security to the Empire. Come, my friend. You and I should address the court. We all owe you our lives, Inquisitor. I will remember that. You've been a friend. I am not a man who forgets his friends. Stand with me. We should speak to the people together. And so, the crown falls to me. This is not the victory I hoped for. I wanted this moment filled with song, not with sorrow. But I have always been a soldier. As every soldier knows, the difference between defeat and victory is how it is named. An enemy has struck the Empire in its very heart. As your Emperor, I promise justice. Orlais will not allow such atrocities. Corruption, deceit, murder, to go unchallenged. We will face this Corypheus. He will know the wrath of the Lion. We will fight shoulder to shoulder with the Inquisition. Together, we will send our enemy to the Maker's judgment.
Future generations will know their parents and grandparents fought to save the world.
We have much work ahead, but that is for another day. Tonight, be at ease, rest, and prepare yourselves for the battle ahead.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero. Hidden away, despite the efforts of all Orlais, to find you. Gaspard drunkenly toasts in your honor. Deliverer from darkness, and other titles complimentary and awkwardly phrased.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal more of me. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Gaspard wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
I love how this, even though she's an advisor, she becomes close to the Inquisitor. Ugh.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
I'm just worn out. The night has been very long.
It was a tumultuous evening, but Orlais is safe now. It was worth the struggle. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I was hoping you'd ask, my lord.
There. I think we go back to Skyhold, so I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom. Oh, abuse! Abuse. So sorry. Abuse. I didn't mean to. Alright, we're just gonna pull those loads.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
What? Reasons. You're my favorite character. Thank you. Hopefully, don't wait. They'll wait to hear what Carter says with the rest. Yeah. Because again, it's still 50-50. These are our problems. Just get fixed.
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Send my regards to the Lady Ambassador. Her ancestor visited the Emporium in the Blessed Age.
me, this guy. It's there. Unfortunately.
Your worship. Marvelous business, the winter. All this dancing, I hope you tried the ham.
There are spirits. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. In any event, Gaspard should be a steadfast ally, especially after delivering him both. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman.
Oh yeah, I gotta judge a box.
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
Are you serious? I did my part. She's dead.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
I call for rehabilitation. The skull shall do public theater about the evils of evil. I also judge the box. End table for orphans.
That's quite enough, Inquisitor. Point taken.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We have the military might of Orlais behind us. Emperor Gaspard will send support on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Hi, Kitty.
This is an illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
It's beautiful in its way.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead? If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Yes, hi, Kitty. It's this cat. Me, it's this cat.
Those bands who impose the tolls. We're supplying them now. I knew you'd take care of it.
Hey, Mrs. Kitty.
Any clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
At your service.
Inquisitor.
You're moving the chair every time you bash your face off. But oh, I can't see that. Like headbutt stuff. I have to go to the camp. Hello, Kitty.
Fairbanks is expecting you at the camp.
Maybe. It is an honor to meet the Herald of Andraste. Why should you care about this, you are? Do we?
Oops. I'll get make haste.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of the weird part about Inquisition when you have the DLCs. You end up,
Leaving the camps just asking for trouble.
it's easy to end up at max level.
Keep your hands and weapons to yourself.
To me, it makes more sense to go get like the region unlocked.
Taking advantage of the chaos of war.
Safe travels.
Oh, yeah, it's on the path itself. Way over this area. this camp's like awkwardly on the side of the hill. I'll do this fake row first. Use this guy.
A decent enough place to camp, I suppose.
Yeah, you like your face robes up. The fuck just walked over a firebomb over there? I'll do the 3-man shit also. 10 marks against our just like feet. Some of that kind of shit. They're having great bears.
should look around.
Well, that's one piece of trash taken care of.
How do you want to be remembered, Cassandra? Valiant yet sexy rebel against the status quo?
I don't have any control over how I'll be remembered.
Sword raised high, blue scarf dramatically fluttering in the wind, sun rising behind you.
Blue scarf? Why would I be wearing such a thing?
It's a painting, of course. Work with me, it'll be fantastic.
I think she's comfortable, she's just passed out. Slowly heading towards the dragon. Jeść, myślisz, chodzi, jeść. I miss this guy.
Your earlier judgment of the Seekers was unfair, Dorian.
Oh? Were they not responsible for keeping peace with the mages?
And what would you say if one judged Tevinter solely on the actions of some of its magisters and slavers? Yes, let us dismiss your homeland as not having a single redeeming quality. The Seekers failed, without question. But the situation was complex, and you well know it.
Oh, sweet. Finally on PC, you got
Are
the
we to
achievement for
scavenge
closing.
these ruins like beggars?
For closing 75 or 100, something like that.
Keep your distance, strangers.
Andaran Atish. I'm Taven. Forgive me.
feet. Interesting. Honestly, I don't know why. Fuck. Come on, dragon hunt.
about you. The Dales are treacherous.
Gained. Or I can gain, I should say.
Any luck charting the area?
I did what I could, Your Worship. This space has nothing but space. If there's nothing valuable here, I say let Corypheus have it.
The desert is immeasurably more precious with you in it.
Easy way to get the shield over to this.
Are those lights in the distance? They may be campfires.
Let's have a look.
interest me anymore. Back to Skyhole. So I'm gonna check a couple board table requisitions and then wrap it up for now. Pretty much on the final stretch of the game, and might as well just wait for the war table stuff to come in and then just do the final one.
Your worship.
And then we'll probably do another Gaelgar playthrough after. As much as I love this game. Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna wrap it up here for now.